Okay, game of the week time. Arsenal are taking on Man City. We've got Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV here. Robbie, not the best record of Arsenal got against Man City. I think you've only won twice in the last 12, but you beat them in the Charity Community Shield. How are you feeling ahead of this game?
I'm feeling quite confident because I think, you know, we're coming in off that international break with both teams coming in off of that. So, and they've got to come away to us. And whilst we haven't got a good record against the top four teams, but none of the top four teams beat us at home last season. And I think at home, you know, advantage. A new player in Welbeck is going to be chomping at the bit. He scored a couple of goals for England. I presume that he's going to start. I don't know, I'm feeling confident. The fans will be up for the game. I think we're kind of catching City at the right time. They're coming off of a defeat as well, remember, to Stoke. Yeah. So, I don't know, I've got a bit of confidence that we can get a result in that game. It's going to be all down to our defending. Great.
Emil, what do you think then? Is this a chance, an early chance for Arsenal to cement their title credentials?
I think so, and they're going to be fairly confident. Even though it is a community shield, they've got the psychological edge on them. And, you know, coming off the international break, everyone will be rejuvenated, but you don't know how they're going to come. You know, could be a little bit lethargic, as you saw with the Community Shield game. But Arsenal just ran all over them. Yeah, they literally ran, and that's the sort of thing that Man City have been doing to other teams. So they didn't know what to do with it. I think they might have a little bit of an edge on them, to be honest with you. It's going to be very interesting going down to London as well. Do they travel well? But it's going to be very interesting.
Okay, very interesting. What do you think? I think a good point about Danny Welbeck there. We know he's a confidence player to a certain extent, and getting those goals for England is almost the perfect start to his Arsenal career.
I think it is, and you've got to say it's just a huge upgrade on Sonogo, whichever way you look at it. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
He's struggling to adapt, apparently, in his own words.
He's a young player.
I know he's young, but the bottom line is Arsenal are a team that relies on technical gifts as much as anything, and he just doesn't have that. You know, if you look at the France under-20 World Cup squad that he was part of, you know, he was way behind even like the battlers and scrappers in that side, like Samuel Umtiti for Lyon, who scored that great goal against Spurs in the Europa League about a year and a half ago.
Yes, remember it well.
You should do, you if you don't. But I think I agree with the lads. I think Arsenal have got a nice little edge. I think Welbeck being in that sort of fettle really helps. I think City have yet to peak. Obviously, they're going to try and get Mangala in there. I think that their forward shape, that's something that they need to work on a little bit. Of course, Aguero's still finding his way back in. I think it's a good time to catch him. And of course, we talk about their poor record. Over the last couple of seasons in the game at the Emirates, it was a draw last season and Arsenal won 1-0 the season before.
Yeah, so there you go. It's all about Arsenal. So some score predictions then. Emil, how do you think it's going to go down?
Probably a 2-0. 2-0 Arsenal, home win.
Great. Happy with that, mate?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd say more, a bit closer, probably 2-1. They've got such an attacking threat, City, that it is difficult to keep a clean sheet against them. So
yeah, but I mean, I think a lot of that's going to depend on the fitness of the forwards. But what do you think, Andy?
1-1.
1-1.
What's yours?
I'm sorry, Robbie. 3-1 to City.
He's a hater.
No, I think it depends entirely upon Sergio Aguero's fitness. I think if he's fit, then he'll score goals. If not, I don't think Zeko's even ever scored against Arsenal. He doesn't score a vast amount of goals. So there we go. Do let us know your thoughts in the comments below on how you think this game is going to go down. Don't forget the game is live on BT Sports, which you can get through Virgin Media. Luis Suarez isn't in that, whereas if he was still in the Premier League, he'd be in the Premier League team without a shadow of a doubt, which sort of says just how good the attacking talent is in the Liga right now.